Here we go. On the way to Pollock Pines, leaving Placerville. I'm gonna leave at 5 in the morning. Well, it's 11:45 now. We left at 11:30. Certainly not ideal, but actually it's a bit overcast today, so the sun is still shining, but it's not unbearable. So you know what? Maybe the universe is just giving me permission to cruise and rest. Yeah, I'm letting go of attachment to the outcome. Yeah, and feeling super duper rejuvenated after that night in the hotel with the AC. I mean, I know this baby really enjoyed the AC. Oh yeah, look at this baby. Oh, thank you, Mika, for that gift. I love you. Oh, yeah, makes a huge difference. Feeling so much more grounded today. Gave myself a foot massage, a haircut, masturbated with lube. That is a luxury when you're on the road on a bike with a dog. It was amazing. Yeah, I only have like a few lube packets that I brought with me, little travel size. So, like, noticing my scarcity around attaching to that and the way I use my resources, like, don't want to blow through them. But, definitely a little celebration last night, and definitely a signals to my nervous system that I am safe. It is completing the stress response, as Emily Nagoski would say in her book, Come As You Are. Highly recommend this book. But yeah, yesterday was a huge opportunity for me to signal to my body that the stress response is complete and that we are safe. And I can feel that in my energy. It's amazing. Check out the route. We're already starting to incline. It's a 14-mile route. We're going to be climbing over 2,000 feet today. Oy. So I'm keeping on more strategically in the back of the trailer until the incline becomes too unbearable, or at least until my sweet, beloved legs need a rest. And the plan is to bike up the 14 miles to Pollock Pines. Oh, yeah. Wow. And actually, instead of using a Starbucks, I'm so tired of being in public spaces, especially a chain. We're gonna hang out at the park, and well, there's this lake that we can jump in and swim in, so I'm anticipating I'll be hot and sweaty and exhausted, so I'm planning in that rest preemptively so I don't feel guilty about it, or I don't feel the sense of scarcity, like, oh no, we're behind schedule. Yeah, and we'll just take it from there. Moment to moment. Oh yeah, wow, this is really becoming beautiful. Fuck, I guess we're making it. I guess all that, I don't know, being in survival mode and like fight or flight mode, I guess it's all worth it, huh? Because now I can already feel just how peaceful energetically it feels to be amongst the trees. Oh yeah, and to be entering less and less populated areas. It's quite a relief. We are on the El Dorado Trail. This is a long trail. Very grateful to the sense of safety I feel here. And even though it's a workout to go up this incline, so grateful for the sense of ease that the safety brings me. And being surrounded by trees and not inhaling the exhaust from the cars, they remind me of like farts of the earth, like smelling the insides of the earth. It doesn't smell great. I like the smell of other insides of the earth, like soil and stuff. But yeah, there's something that just feels sickening to me about the smell of burning fuel. Maybe because I'm watching the news and seeing just all this climate catastrophe all over Europe and the United States. Record heat and wildfires in places where they're not even used to having them. California is used to that, but, well, since colonization and imperialism. Not before that, when the land was actually, when the humans were living in collaboration with the land as part of the ecosystem and not viewing themselves as separate from or something to extract or exploit from. So, yeah. Oh, delicious. I love being out here. All right, so I can feel that the incline is actually already starting, and I'm anticipating entering these woods and it just getting more and more inclined. So, guess what time it is, Amor? Are you ready to walk? Do you want to take a walk? Okay, let's do it. Can you fit back here? Let's let you out of here. You gonna rip this thing open? All right. All right. Good shake. Uh huh. You're already panting. It's so hot out, huh? Definitely need to start off with a water break instead of waiting. So let's do that. Thank you for looking. I'm more very good. Oh, bless. Yeah, every corner I'm like, is it going to be a huge hill? I don't know what to expect. We are climbing a mountain. Here it begins. We've done this before. Reminding myself because I feel that I'm dreading it and bracing myself, but I'm like, no, baby, you got this. There's no rush. We are safe. We are well. And we got this. We can handle this. Whatever comes up, we got this. We'll be all right. All right. Yeah, very good. Drippy, drippy. Very good, Amor. Yes. So as you can see here, we are right alongside the highway. This is how the bike highway 50 typically goes. It goes alongside highway 50 for cars. Fill out water. Yeah. So we're gonna be passing over the highway. And yeah, the bike trail is going to kind of go parallel alongside and kind of weave in and out of the highway. And then after Placerville, after Pollock Pines, we will reach a point where we totally just diverge from Highway 50. Like we're gonna go way out into the woods. And that is the safest way to get to Lake Tahoe because I have never been there before, but I've heard other people who have been there via car that it's really not safe for bikers there. There's like no shoulder on Highway 50 up to Tahoe, and people are just blazing through. So definitely want to keep it as safe as possible. Holy shit! So the kindest thing just happened that is literally helping us stay safe. As you can see, hey Amor, why don't you come over here, please? Why don't you come here? Yes, thank you. Out of the street. So we're kind of in this wealthy neighborhood up in the hills. We're just like passing through so we can cross the highway safely. The bike path doesn't cross the highway safely, so it's just a weird small part. But there's this huge freaking hill we just climbed up. Not even this one. You can't even see it from here. That's how steep it was. Hey, Amor, please come close. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Actually, why don't you just come inside? Why don't you get out the sun? Come inside, please. Right here. You got it. Yes, thank you, baby love. Very good. Yes, yes, yes. Very good. You'll have to wait there for a little bit, love. Okay, so up until this point of the trip, I had been overpacking water. As you can see, this empty bottle right here, it's so big and it leaks. So I didn't find an efficient way to store it without it getting everything wet. So I've just been keeping it empty because we had been passing through city and city and city, and I was learning to like be less scarcity attachment to my items and just trust that like, no, we're gonna pass a million restaurants we could stop at and fill up on the way. And so now I'm feeling like, wow, I need to adjust my plans because as we're getting more into the less populated areas, I actually need to be packing more water. So this is all that's left from my water bottle, and we still got 8 miles to go, which is over an hour ride according to the map, but you never know because I don't think the map took this into account when they made their calculations, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. And I've been pouring some water, very like trying my best not to spill it all over the ground, but trying to pour some on Amor's like chest because some guy in the park yesterday told me that dogs, all their circulation happens in the front. It's where like their heart is, which makes sense. So it's more efficient instead of putting water on her back like I've been doing just to put it on the chest. grateful for that man who gave me that unsolicited advice. Yeah, his unsolicited advice got really annoying after a minute, and I was like, man, this is why you gotta ask first. But at least part of it was helpful. But anyways, yeah, I started to enter a little panic, just thinking like, shit, we're gonna have to find some place to stop. Maybe I can knock on one of these houses, but I don't know. I don't really trust wealthy people as much as I trust people with less access to resources. They seem to be more generous with what they've got, in my experience at least. So, oh yeah, tired baby. Oh my goodness, are you okay down there? Oh my goodness, I don't understand that, but okay. Are you all right, Amor? Yeah, she's hot as fuck. So, anyways, this car, it's like a shuttle actually. This old man in a shuttle passed by, came through here, and he was like, "Hey, everything okay?" Because we're kind of stopped here in the middle. um, and I was like, "You know what? We're actually running out of water. Do you know where I could fill up?" And you know what he does? He just hands me this big thing of water through the window and then drives away. And I'm just like, "Oh, okay, thank you, bye." My God, it seriously goes a long way. And based on this panting, I'm gonna splash some more water on her because she's not as she doesn't have the endurance that I do with this electricity on my side. So yeah, I legit could not have climbed that hill with her in the trunk. Like, I'm learning this now, what my capacity is. So like, she has to walk it because when it gets so steep and I'm on full electric assist and I'm still just like like there's points where the bike just won't move, legit, no matter how hard I'm pedaling, and it just kills my back. So yeah. Oh my God, taking it nice and slow and steady. Lots of water breaks. So yeah, maybe I'll let her out again and douse her. Wow, this is the first time I've actually taken somebody's offer up on help who's just like passing me on the road. I'm really grateful, and this does not leak when it stores, so I believe this will become an essential part of our trip. And in fact, I don't feel too attached to this at all. I might get rid of it, but as of right now, you know, it weighs almost nothing, so we'll just play it out. We'll see. Maybe I can find someone who needs it more than me. That would be ideal. I would hate to just like put it in the recycling. Like, it's just a waste of energy. So yeah, all right, here we go. Here we continue. And close this all the way so she can be protected from the sun. She's got more water on her chest now. Even with an additional water like break for her, she's still panting pretty heavily. So and you could see the thing shaking when she's panting. Makes me nervous, just because, yeah, it's really vulnerable for her to be in the heat, not like it is for me. So we will continue on. Damn, we're just 3 miles away from Pollock Pines, and I was hoping we wouldn't have to stop and recharge, but alas, we're at a gas station, stopping to recharge. There's this power outlet on the wall over here, and it looked promising because it was in the shade, but it doesn't actually work. I'm so tired of capitalism. Like, we definitely have the energy resources to share, and electricity is way cheaper to use compared to other sources of energy, especially gas. Like, I'm looking at the sign right now. Look at those gas prices. Maybe you can't tell from here, but it's ranging between $5.79 and $6.69 a gallon. It's just annoying to me that it's illegal to exist without paying, and so there are resources available like the electrical outlets, but then they purposefully cut them off. So I guess homeless people can't use them, or I don't know, I guess anybody can't use them. It's just annoying. So this doesn't feel like a great place energetically to stop. Just lots of movement. It's not very restful, and I was really hoping to do the recharge like at the lake. And it's just 3 miles away, so I'm like, oh, is it worth it? Should we keep pushing? Because we've got about 50% battery left on the bike. But what I've found in my experience is that when we've got 50% battery left on the bike, even when I put it on like max power assist, which is 750 watts an hour, it'll go up to like 300 watts an hour. Wait, is that right? Yeah. So I'm like, will we even get anywhere? But maybe at the very least, I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I'm like, do we try our luck and just see if we run out of juice altogether? I try to avoid running out of juice altogether because A, it's not good for the battery. Uh-oh. Oh, I am more just saw another dog. So I just gotta make sure she doesn't lunge at them. Anyways, I try to avoid running out of battery altogether because it's not good for the battery, and it'll just take us like it takes so long to charge the bike, and especially if I don't have an electric outlet, it's even slower with the solar panel battery. So if I spend 2 hours recharging it back up to 50% from 0%, then we're still at that place where like I'm trying to go up a hill and I'm only getting half of the output energetically. So fuck, this is so stressful. My battery is not recharging. I called Rad Power Bike Support. That's the brand of my bike, and they don't have people working on Sunday, so no one's can help me. But I did look it up on YouTube, and it looks like underneath the battery there's a 5 amp fuse that needs to be replaced. I mean, we'll see if that's what's up with mine. I hope so. But based on what they're describing, stressful. Yeah, I really hope I can make it, actually. I don't even know where to get a 5 amp fuse. Oh, I'll figure it out. I told myself I'm going to let go of expectations today, and look where I am. Really being tested here. My God. Yeah, I'm just going to push it. Maybe I'll have a more walk. We'll have to take lots of breaks. I don't think I'll have my day at the lake like I wanted to. Gotta take care of business and at least troubleshoot this. Getting anxious about possibly not having a place to stay tonight because my plan was to finally make it into the fucking national forest past Pollock Pines. But if I don't know if I can even barely make it to Pollock Pines, like, then I'm fucked. And I can honestly barely move this load without the electric assist. And it's all incline up until the, like, from here, it's only incline. So, according to Google Maps, it's just 300 feet incline for the 3 miles to Pollock Pines. So, like, fingers crossed. Google Maps has lied to me once before. And when I use my other app, the Bike Map app, it does take me on a different route, but it says it's like 600 feet incline. So I'm definitely going to take the Google route and just like pray to God I make it and I'm able to find a place to replace this fuse and hopefully be able to recharge the battery. I hate being so vulnerable and so dependent upon this electricity, but it just is what it is. So I'm gonna try my best, but to replace the battery itself, it's over $500. So I really hope this fuse thing works. My God, here we go. We are 0.7 miles away from this auto shop that supposedly sells the part we need to fix the battery to recharge. And Amore is just simply like out of capacity, so I'm feeling frustrated. Like, I definitely will not push her for sure, because like I literally don't want her to die. I care about her, but I'm just so frustrated because I would love to get this fixed as soon as possible. I feel a sense of panic. I don't know if you could tell in the video, but it's a pretty steep incline, at least when you're carrying this much weight. Oh my God. My legs are burning. I guess I might as well just sit here for a freaking hour and eat some lunch. Hi, it's like, almost 3 o'clock, so it would be wise to eat lunch. I guess I'm just nervous about crashing after eating lunch, not having energy, because I need to give myself an hour to digest, and I just feel this sense of time scarcity. Like, we need to recharge this battery as soon as possible, and in order to do that, we first have to get the replacement piece. So I'm reminding myself of my intention earlier today to let go of outcome. I'm reminding myself that we will be safe no matter what. There's forces bigger than just me and Amore in the world. We are protected by the ancestors, by the living. We are safe. We are well. We will be okay. I surrender to this moment. I surrender, yeah, yeah. I surrender to this moment. I accept my limitations. The sun is blazing, Amorcito is panting, oh yeah. I surrender, yeah, 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 I surrender, oh. So I let my body rest, I surrender, yeah. all of this gear. It's so intricate. And then there's food in the front cooler. But you know I got easy access to my cannabis. I keep it on the outside pocket for moments like this. Something about smoking out of a bowl makes me nostalgic of high school. I had like a little rebellious streak in high school because I was a straight A student and stuff in Missouri. It's like, good girl, vibe. But I would like smoke cannabis sometimes because my main friend group did not do anything troublesome. They were so good, goody two shoes, and I was bored. I was like, where can I get into trouble? So I would smoke sometimes, but yeah, usually out of a bowl. And since I had to replace my last pipe, wow, I'm just feeling the nostalgia from high school, and it feels like time traveling a little bit. It's comforting. It tastes different. I don't know. I don't understand why, but I'm just having a moment of nostalgia. It's comforting. I actually went my whole college, all 4 years, without smoking cannabis. It was like this thing I had experimented with, quote unquote, in high school, and I thought I was done with it forever. But then, after I graduated college, like a few years afterwards, I took a trip to Colorado and actually started learning about like the medicine of it. It had never occurred to me because it was legal in Colorado at that time and not in Missouri. And of course, I'm in California now and it's legal as fuck. But yeah, just my whole entire relationship with cannabis has changed. So grateful for this medicine. Like, when I'm in these survival states like this, I get so, I could lose my temper without more. I get really impatient. Like, she's got a full thing of water next to her, and I don't know if you could tell from this angle, but she's still panting pretty heavily, and I get angry, and I'm just like, why aren't you drinking? I'm not, like, yelling at her, but I'm just, like, feeling that tension in my body, and really, I know that anger is just love. It's, like, fear, and it's wanting to protect her, and it's, like, feeling powerless. Because I can't force her to drink water, but all I can do is trust that she's not trying to commit suicide on the side of the road, Like, yeah, I don't know what it's like to be a dog, so, I'm trusting she's just following her intuition. Like, she already drank some water, I just want her to drink more because I'm scared, and yeah, when I feel panicked and in scarcity, I want to, like, overconsume sometimes, like, overcompensate. Yeah, so, but maybe Amor is just some balance. Maybe what she really needs is just to lay her belly on the earth. Like, it's so hard for me to sit still when I'm in panic mode because I have all this energy moving through me. It manifests as fear, as anger. Like, wow, what a thing to notice. She is really a wonderful mirror in my life. So grateful for this relationship. Really helps me see myself more clearly. Because she's a dog, Like, talk about a mirror. She's not speaking English back to me. I'm really just looking at myself when I interact with her. I'm like, wow, what am I saying to you right now? Yeah. Okay, so I just smoked a bowl of Feelin' Myself, which is a body-based tingly high, which just literally provides me some relief right now. When I'm in panic mode, just, yeah, helps me get back in my body. And then we got this pain relief blend. Yeah, that is a mix of CBD and I didn't blend it. My beloved blended it for me as a gift to help me prepare for this trip. So, thank you, Mika, for blending this for me. I will definitely get your consent before I publish this, and I can always edit out your name if I need to. Okay, great. And, yeah, if you see, there are some, ¿cómo se llama? Chamomile flowers in there, some flower petals. Is that right? Yeah, chamomile. Aw, and my beloved friend Nico gifted those to me. They handpicked each one and gave them to me in a little tiny mason jar. Flowers from their garden. Like, talk about love and energy. Like, what a gift. So, it's so comforting to feel connected to people in these expansive ways when I'm on the road by myself because I don't feel alone. I am like inhaling the love of Mika and Nico. Like, I feel both of their love in my heart, and it honestly soothes my nervous system. Just when I'm in moments of real scarcity, like materially, there's scarcity in this moment. So we're pretty stuck here at the moment, physically, like we're just out of energy. Yeah. And I'm close to people's houses too, so I'm getting a little anxious that people might like feel threatened by our presence here. I don't know why they would, like they shouldn't, but we are peaceful creatures. But you never know. It's like a traumatized world, and people have different trauma responses and hypervigilances. So I want to be respectful and peaceful. Um, but yeah, it's cool to feel connected to people in these expansive ways because I am in a moment of material scarcity, and it helps me to remember love and abundance. Like just noticing the abundance of trees all around me. Wow. When I enter these thoughts into my brain consciously, it affects my energy. Like the thoughts and the body are not actually separate, they're interconnected. So your thoughts are directly linked with your body and vice versa. So when I'm thinking about the scarcity and bringing that into my awareness, it makes my whole body clench up. And, thank you, body, for preparing me for threats. I'm like truly grateful for that. And also, I'm going to balance this out a little bit and call in some more expansive energy and just start focusing as well, in addition to the threats, on the expansiveness, the big open sky, the trees, this full bowl of cannabis. My voice is cracking because I'm in puberty. I love to sing. Singing is abundance. Definitely, singing is a huge tool that helps me calm my nervous system, especially in moments of tension or fear or stress. I was singing this morning when I was noticing that I was wanting to rush. So I sang the song that I always sing when I notice myself rushing. It's a spell, and it brings me back into my body, into the present moment, out of my anxieties, my thoughts trying to get ahead of my body. The abundance of the breath moving through my lungs. We're like really high up. I think we're like somewhere around between 3,000 and 4,000 feet up in the sky. So we're getting closer to the stars. It's amazing. Abundance. Oh yeah, my body's aching. I'm gonna stretch now. I prepared myself this whole fat, wet salad last night. It's like ready for me to eat right now. Got these beets I was gonna add to it. And my body has a reaction to the salad. Like just thinking about putting it in my body, my tummy starts to get kind of tense. And so I'm like, thank you to my intuition for guiding me. My body is so wise. My body is a sovereign being. And if I listen, they will let me know what they need. And right now, this thing that's full of protein and sugar just feels right. So I'm not going to argue with it. I trust my body knows how to replenish itself. All I gotta do is listen.